Hi, Zakwan. Okay, so now I'm going to take you through this PBQ assignment. We have already looked at it before, but I would just like to go through it again as a reminder before we start on this piece of work. Okay, come. You should have this worksheet with you. I've already given it to you even before the whole circuit breaker period started. But if you don't, it is available on Google Classroom. All right. So it is a passage-based question. Remember, it will give you the question will give you a passage. You're supposed to analyze it. Okay, but don't just report to me what's going on. Come, let's have a look at what the question is. It says, "What do you think are Ponyboy's feelings in the passage?" So of course, what do you have to do? You have to identify the feelings. Okay, tell me how he's feeling. Of course, you have to prove it, which basically means you need to pick out evidence from the passage. Okay, then you must quote. Okay, and of course, after you pick out the feeling, you must tell me what is the significance. Now, let me say a quick word about this. The question is, of course, how come S.E. Hinton wants to make Ponyboy feel a certain emotion? Now, we must remember that Ponyboy is not a real person, he is a character. Okay, and so all these feelings are meant to affect us in a certain way. Okay, let me give you an example. So if it is that, because what do feelings do? They show the reader something about Ponyboy, right? Why does he feel this way? Because of his personality. What else shapes the way we feel? It could be because of his environment. That is to say, the fact that he's a greaser, how society treats him. Okay, school, how he is shaped by his environment. Or it could even be about the relationships that he has. Okay, all these are trying to tell us something about the greasers, because that is what the outsiders is about, right? What are they outside of? Are they outside of society? Okay, let me just give you another example. An example would be something like the Three Little Pigs, right? If I ask you what is going on in the Three Little Pigs, of course you can tell me maybe it's the importance of building a firm foundation, maybe it's about brotherhood, or those hungry ones you might say that it is about not eating too much bacon, so on and so forth. But these are the overall messages, right? These are the, shall we say, the moral of the story. Okay, but everything that happens is in to tell you what this moral is. Okay, so in the same way, okay, your all of Ponyboy's feelings, okay, it should point to the larger reason of what is the text trying to say. If you just stop and you just tell me that Ponyboy is upset and full stop, and you throw me evidence, okay, but why is he upset? You know, what is he upset about? You know, is there something which S.E. Hinton wants to point out to us, okay, about his situation, about the reason for why he's feeling this way? Okay, is it a critic of society? Is it about the value of, you know, how he feels about his friends, so on and so forth? Okay, so try to tell me what is going on with the character, right? So come, now I'm going to take you through some basic annotation. I am going to identify some of the important things in the text. I am not going to give you all the answers, of course. I'm going to highlight some of the stuff which I would like you to pay attention to. I will give a few examples as well. Okay. So let's go through the passage. Say stop it. We have gone through this before. Okay. And Johnny is very, very upset. Okay, he was crying. I helped him like Soda had helped him the day. Okay, so he had helped him. So this is something about sorry, wrong color. Okay. So what is this? We know that Ponyboy is shall we say he's hugging Johnny, right? So if we look at this is what we can tell from the passage. But if we look at a deeper analysis, okay, let me use, say, purple, okay? What does hugging mean? What does it suggest about the relationship? Suggests that what? Ponyboy cares for Johnny. Okay, this is what the action means, right? But so what if Ponyboy cares for Johnny? You need to tell me why. What does this show? What is the big deal about Ponyboy caring for Johnny? Are they trying to share something about nobody else can care for them except the other greasers? Okay, so on and so forth. So you look at it a bit more. Let me point you to some other interesting things that we can look at, okay, about Ponyboy. So he is obviously reacting to Johnny, okay, and we see, look at what Ponyboy is saying. He says, what are we going to do? Okay, it is a question. And what is he saying? What does it imply? Okay, Ponyboy is what is he feeling? Ponyboy is confused, he is worried, right? Okay, so the question is about what and why? Okay, does it illustrate something about their situation? Okay, and Ponyboy is crying. Now, what is so significant about Ponyboy crying? Okay, what does it show? You know, Ponyboy is not somebody who usually cries, right? Okay, he closed his eyes, leaned his head back. Okay, it's not just a regular kind of crying, right? So when we look at this kind of details, it informs us. Okay, so all this tells us what kind of mood or is Ponyboy in. Okay. Okay, and the tears came anyway, which means what, he can't control himself, right? So again, if he can't control his emotions, the question is why? What does it show? Okay, what kind of mood is Ponyboy in? What is this a product of? Okay, as I keep saying, in your analysis, when you're trying to explain, don't simply tell me, don't describe the story to me. I know the story as well. Tell me what is the story trying to say. Okay, so some more important details I'm gonna pick out. Ponyboy screams, right? So when you scream, why do you scream? You scream because you might be angry, you might be shocked, okay, or rather, if you look at it, is a heightened emotion. So if we know that Ponyboy is screaming, so the question becomes, why is he screaming? You know, what is he upset about? Okay, so this is an example of the things I want you to look at. This is how you annotate. Okay, so for annotation, always remember, okay, pay attention to the details. Tell me, what do the details mean? How do they contribute? To what the story is trying to say. Okay. Okay, so of course there's a bigger question, right? Why do we want to look at the scene? You know, why are we looking at why Ponyboy is so upset? Okay. There is another option that I would like to give you. Okay. Option, if you don't want to do Ponyboy, you can do Johnny's feelings. Okay, in case you don't want to do Ponyboy, you feel like you can deal with Johnny's feelings better than Ponyboy's feelings, go ahead and do this. Alright, so same thing, always look at their actions, look at what they're saying. Okay, look at all these small little details that we can look at. So example, if you're going to look at Johnny, then you should look at, he gasped, okay, his clenched teeth, what makes him say that? Okay, that he blurted out something. What does blurted out mean? Okay, So I hope this is helpful. If you're not sure, remember you can always drop me an email or you can ask me on Google Classroom. All right. So what is the homework? Simply go and annotate. Then the next lesson I will show you a demonstration on how to do the writing, and then you will do the writing. All right. Okay. Enjoy your upcoming holidays and remember to exercise.